Things at the 25. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mariota. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mitchell will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's how you shake. Come back and throw another strike. People on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals at 1-6 now, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So great way to help break this losing skid.
From the 41, Murray. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mariota steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. The field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, it's Mariota. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Mariota. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here we go. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Murray now. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. The 30. 10. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell from 10 yards out. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra points. It's a 14-10 ball game. 49ers 10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Strong. And so there he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Pierre Strong on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt to come here. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot: stay the course. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Charlton, now, as he's able to get this one away.
On the return, here comes Lewis. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2nd down at 4.
Hey, come on now. Mike 5-4.
Murray now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll roll him out right. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, a run with Strong.
They do get a yard there, but with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Deontay Thompson.
And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A second down throw here for Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that's going to tie things at 20.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
At REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second and 6. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard.
A gain of 26 yards. And the 49er first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's a diving catch right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Give up the middle to Strong. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Niners have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, the Cardinal offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Myjai Sanders able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Got his target, Samuel. On the move past the 40. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 46 yards. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zaven Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Murray. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 85 yards. And the Cardinals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Mariota. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw, Mariota. Flush to his right. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mariota's throw pulled in by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now Mariota. Caught on the slant. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's second and 2 now from the 3. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Back to throw, Murray.
This one swung outside to Strong.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Murray, one final try. Quick slant to Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Niners,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Arizona, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.